Hello, I am Oliveblade and welcome to my Wonderland. Today we have a very lovely special unboxing and it is the second package that I have got from a proxy service known as Nyoko. Now just doing a measurement to show you how large the box is. Width 32 centimeters, height 22 centimeters, length 46 centimeters, and it weighs 1,637 grams. Let's get the knife out and cut this bad boy open and see what's inside. I have to admit though, the box was a bit of an odd shape. I wasn't sure where to cut. Cut one side and the tape confused me. I'm like, oh well, it doesn't actually open there. I will try to pull it off the other side. Anyway, I eventually worked out how this contraption opens. And we have paper, packaging, and a very well packaged bubble wrapped parcel. Very excited for this figure. Now then, I should be very careful with this box and it should be apparent in the reveal. But I just can't help myself. But there we have it. Oh, there we go. We've got a little pamphlet from Nyoko, which I've never received before, even though this is my second package from them. Cute little fish artwork there, I won't lie. Character artworks is what I thrive on. And the figure I got is the Fairy Tail Erza Scarlet 1/6 scale by Beefle. This is the first ever figure I've got from Beefle, and though I've heard mixed reviews, such as hearing their figures arriving broken sometimes, I nevertheless was very keen to still pick up this figure. Now let's crack her open out of that plastic prison. I won her off of Yahoo Japan auctions for 30,000 yen, and the shipping cost for within Japan was 1,219 yen, and then the Nyoko service fee for that was 250 yen, which is pretty cheap, totaling at 31,469 yen. I decided to get her sent via surface mail, which cost 3,300 yen. I swear, getting the lid off of this box was just... and it comes off completely. That's not really that satisfying, I have to admit. A little bit, At least it's compact. You got a lot of foam and bubble wrap, so even though I had a lot of rumors of Beefle figures being broken upon arrival due to the materials that they used to make the figure, my figure looks pretty well intact and packed, so I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, the base. Oh, my favorite number is 42, so I was hoping for 42, 142, or 242. But you know what? Look, I got 124. Like, the irony. The fact that they had the 2-4 and they could have put it the opposite way. Ugh, fate. But in the same token, oh, I guess it's kind of humorous. Nevertheless, I am very, very pleased that I'm able to still get one of these figures, even though they released 300 figures. I didn't think I was going to get her initially because the pre-ordering of her at first, I think you would have to do it through a proxy or sell it through Japan, and it just, it looked really difficult at first, and I thought, okay, I'll wait a little bit. Then I missed the pre-orders, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to pre-order her, but I checked, just doing a little check, and I got into Nyoko auctions because I purchased another figure, and I thought I'd check out how she's doing, and I saw 2 listings of her for 34,000 yen and another one where she's auctioning for 28,000 yen. And I thought, oh, well, I'm gonna try and bid on that one and see if I can get one of these for my collection, because Erza Scarlet being one of my favorite anime characters, I would love to have one of her figures, but honestly, I did not expect to win. I did not expect to be able to get this figure, even though it was definitely one of my wish list goals for this year. And she's finally here. Oh my goodness, doesn't she look gorgeous? And I've got her all assembled. Now then, let's move on to a showcase, and then I'll give you my final thoughts and review of this beautiful Kishi. My review. Sculpting. For her basic everyday appearance, I really love how they sculpted the overall design. The fabric is very well detailed with creases, great movement and shape. Looks like the perfect fabric for sturdy battle armor attire. The armor sculpt is very clean and crisp. Love the hair, especially her classic fringe. But my highlight of this figure has to be her face sculpt. Looks well formed from every angle, not to mention capturing her face and personality on point. Awesomely sculpted sword. The only thing I would like a bit more is if her belt buckle was defined and detailed a tad more. The mold cast seams are very well hidden. 10 out of 10. Painting. I initially thought the colour scheme looked a bit dark, but when comparing it to the other Erza figures in my collection, it does look about right. The base colours look on point, and the shading and highlights elevate the piece's epic badass presence, overall completing its beautiful sculpt. Also, the mouth is painted very well. I'm very nervous when it comes to painting the closed mouths of anime figures, but they have done a perfect, clean, crisp job here. 10 out of 10. Posing. Erza's strong pose stance, in my opinion, looks epic. Definitely captures her personality and presence. However, I think it would have looked better if her hair at the back was blowing in the wind, the same directional motion as the skirt. I feel this not only would have made more sense, but would have added another dynamic layer. 9.5 out of 10. Base. I really do like the clean-cut, shiny black base, even though it's a bit of a dust magnet, so to be expected. Another plus is having the figure numbered. Only critique being the number cut out is really roughly textured, which I'm not too fond of. 9 out of 10. Box. Clean, simple box. I can see the expensive, sophisticated look they were probably going for, and I don't mind the box, but honestly, it's a bit boring. I'm not a fan of how the box opened. I think opening like a book cover with the lid still connected would have been easier and nicer looking as well. Otherwise, my figure was really well protected, so I'll give it about a 7 out of 10. Enjoyment. For a company that have read many different mixed opinions of what people have on their products, I have to say I am very impressed with this figure. Of course, if I was to be very, very teeny particular, I have to say that the figure, finishing off the figure probably could have used a little bit more detail, such as near the creases, near her shoes. There's a little bit of rough texture that could have been sanded down more to have a smoother appearance. And also, I really dislike the decision to have the little bit of skin in showing from her arm painted a skin tone instead of having the actual plastic cast in the skin tone, such as the legs and face. The other annoyance is the fact that you see the lower half of her tattoo on that hand at the Fairy Tail Guild. It's a tattoo and it has like a red shadow underneath, and that makes it look like it's 3D. Now, it's a tattoo. It does not need a shadow underneath, so it does make me question whether that's a print fault or a terrible decision. Otherwise, I look at her face and the rest of her, and I adore this figure so much. The eye decals are stunning. That being said, ultimately, she has to be one of my new favorite Erza figures, and I relish having her in my collection. I'm so pleased I was able to pick her up. 10 out of 10. Scale reference. Here is my B-Full 1/6 scale Erza Scarlet. Next to Fairy Tail Erza Scarlet 1/6 scale swimsuit Gravure style by Orca Toys. Pop-Up Parade Erza Scarlet by Good Smile. Erza Scarlet HQF 1/8 scale by Tesume. And I also put my Sakura Miku Nendoroid by Good Smile Company. There is another reference. Anywho, there you have it. My review of Erza Scarlet by B-Full. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, treat yourself, and I'll catch you same time, same day next week. Bye!